Hello everyone, I'm Yas. Today, we are going to talk about Japanese pitch accent again. In today's video, I'm going to answer the most common questions about the Japanese pitch accent asked by many of my students. The question is, there are too many pitch patterns to remember. Is there any simpler way to memorize how to pronounce Japanese words correctly? Yes, there is. The good news is that there is a much simpler way to understand the Japanese pitch accent. You don't have to memorize the patterns. All you have to remember is where to drop the pitch in a word. You can ignore an upstep. So today, I'm going to share some tips with you on how to pronounce Japanese words with appropriate pitch accent very easily. There are actually so many patterns such as the Heiban, Atamadaka, Nakadaka, and Odaka accents. If you have studied Japanese pronunciation even a little, you may have heard of such words. If this is the first time you've found one of my videos and are interested, you can check out some of my other videos which explain the details of each pitch accent pattern. I think it might be confusing trying to memorize all pitch accent types, even though it might help you understand what the Japanese pronunciation system is like. But in fact, Japanese people don't pay attention to what type of pitch accent the word they are about to say has. Even some Japanese don't know the fact that there are some specific types of the accent, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they don't care about how they are supposed to pronounce a word. So what they care about is where to drop the pitch. Japanese words can be divided into two big groups, the kifuku and the heiban. You don't have to memorize these names. The difference between the kifuku and the heiban is a matter of whether it has a downstep or not. The kifuku type includes three small groups, the Atamadaka, Nakadaka, and Odaka accents, which have a downstep. You are supposed to drop the pitch somewhere in a word when you say a word that belongs to these types. On the other hand, in Heiban words, there is no downstep. For this reason, you don't need to change the pitch from the beginning to the end. To be specific, there is an upstep in Heiban words, but you can ignore it. The upstep is not as important as the downstep in Japanese. Let's take a look at Heiban words and phrases. Sakura, saku. This time, I adapted new symbols to indicate where to drop the pitch. When you see this mark after a word, it signifies a Heiban accent. This way to indicate pitch accent type is introduced by NHK Pitch Accent Dictionary. These two are Heiban words. Let's connect them with a particle. Sakura ga saku. Sakura ga saiteiru. Basically, you keep the high pitch from the beginning to the end of the phrase unless a word with a downstep comes up. And the Heiban accent is the most common in Japanese. So it might be possible to say that if you don't know how to pronounce a word, not using a downstep is a safer way. 水を買う。明日、広島に行く。On the contrary, 春になると桜が咲く。This mark indicates downsteps. So you are supposed to drop the pitch towards the letter after this mark. Since the words haru and naru are Atamadaka words, you drop the pitch towards the second molar in those words. Other than that, you should keep the pitch high. As I mentioned, you don't need to care about app steps. So all you need to pay attention to is where to drop the pitch in a word or a phrase. But you might be wondering whether there is an obvious app step between to and sa or sa and ku. As in Naruto Sakura. Yes, there is, but you can't ignore it. If you ignore them, it would be like Haru ni Naruto Sakura ga saku. There's no app step. This is okay. It kind of sounds like emphasizing Haru ni Naruto. When spring comes, cherry blossoms bloom. Whether you raise the pitch or not is a matter of intonation. In other words, the downstep is key in Japanese. Upstep is not a set rule. You can raise the pitch wherever you like in a sentence, as long as it's not where a downstep should be. When you want to emphasize haru, haru ni naru to sakura ga saku. When you want to emphasize Naruto, haru ni naru to sakura ga saku. When you want to emphasize sakura ga, haru ni naru to sakura ga saku. But if you drop the pitch at where you shouldn't, it can be hard to understand because Japanese people identify a word from a downstep. I hope you found the lesson helpful. If you did, be sure to subscribe and tap the bell so that you will get notifications anytime new lessons come up. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.